President Putin dialed Prime Minister Narendra Modi and strongly condemned the terror attack in Pahalgam. Now, he conveyed deepest condolences on the loss of innocent lives and expressed full support to India in the fight against terrorism. In fact, he emphasized that the perpetrators of the heinous attack and the supporters must be brought to justice. Now, both leaders reiterated their commitment to further deepen special and privileged strategic partnership. In fact, Prime Minister conveyed greetings to President Putin on the celebration of the 80th anniversary of Victory Day and invited him for the annual summit to be held in India later in the year. Earlier today, let's tell you that Defence Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh called on Prime Minister Modi today. Earlier, the IAF Chief ACM Amarpreet Singh, Navy Chief Admiral D.K. Tripathi and Army General Upendra Dwivedi also held separate meetings with the Prime Minister. But as far as that significant development that has come through, let me take that across to my colleague Sumita Kari joining me this evening. Sumita, very good evening. Given the fact that what we've seen in the aftermath of the horrible terror attack that we saw in Pahalgam, now the latest global leader to also connect with Prime Minister Modi is Vladimir Putin. What are we given to understand? And geopolitically speaking as well, how is this being read into?
Absolutely. This is an important development which has happened as part of India's diplomatic outreach. Remember, immediately after the attack, several world leaders were dialing the Prime Minister. They were, of course, expressing their support for India and condemning the dastardly, the heinous terrorist attack in Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir. So this is, of course, in continuation of that. And in fact, the MEA stated that at least 17 global leaders, premiers of countries have dialed the Prime Minister, aside, of course, expressing condolences via tweets or via messages. In fact, from the United States itself, we've seen Donald Trump making a call. Then J.D. Vance, of course, expressed his condolences. And then, of course, the NSA as well. He also expressed his condolences, besides, of course, Tulsi Gabbard, the intel chief of the country. But let's come back to what this conversation between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was. In fact, I'm just reading out from a Kremlin readout which says that Vladimir Putin once again expressed his sincere condolences over the death of Indian citizens as a result of the barbaric attack. During the conversation, the strategic nature of Russian-India relations and a special privileged relationship and partnership was emphasized. These relations are not subject to external influence and continue to develop dynamically in all areas. Now, as part of the readout, it's very important to understand the importance of these lines. These relations are not subject to any external influence, because there is conjecture building up on whether Russia's support to India is conditional or not, but this clarifies all of that. The readout also mentions that Narendra Modi congratulated Vladimir Putin and all the Russian people on the upcoming 80th anniversary of the victory in the Great Patriotic War. So definitely an important development, an important ally of India expressing its support to India, to the Prime Minister in its fight against terrorism.
Right, Sumita. I appreciate you putting that into context for us, given all that has transpired in terms of support that global leaders have also extended to India. But for the moment, we leave it at that.